Hunting on Humani is different because there's almost 4 different types of terrain here that I've never seen anywhere else in Zimbabwe. And there's a lot of plains game here, which I really love.
Swift Bullet Company presents This is Africa. Closed captioning is provided by the Houston Safari Club Foundation.
I've read about the Save Valley Conservancy and the legend of Roger Whittle and what he was instrumental in creating here. It's an example of conservation around the world. He started out with the Humani Ranch, which the Whittles are still operating out of, and the history and the love of animals, thus the love of hunting and everything that the Whittles have, it's legendary. Yeah, I find being in the outdoors and being out with nature and the birds and the lizards and every kind of animal, if you stop and appreciate what's around you, it's such a bigger gift rather than just passing by everything. So being out in the wild and in nature to me I find it fulfilling to the soul.
Ah, that's so cool.
Look at his trunk.
Yeah, it looks like it's cut.
See, that elephant has had a wire snare, which is what poachers use to catch all sorts of animals for meat, but of course a wire snare trap doesn't discriminate between elephants. Look, he's coming to have a look at us.
It keeps flipping up. You think he's trying to make a noise?
No, he's trying to smell us.
Oh.
Yeah. You see an elephant like this, he'll be a little bit more aggressive because he's had a lot of pain from that snare. Yeah, like I was saying, those snares don't discriminate between animals, so like this elephant's trunk has been caught in there and he's had to pull and pull and pull until he's lost his trunk. Lions will get caught in snares, hyenas, leopards, everything. So they're really bad for the wildlife, and in areas like this it's the hunter's dollar that pays for the anti-poaching teams. So without the hunters, areas like this wouldn't exist. And there'd be a lot more of cases like this, you know. But he seems to be doing okay. He's in good condition, actually.
I've had great experiences with Swift, and I always recommend it to clients. It always seems to mushroom correctly and always retain its full weight.
It's a big pile. We're going to see if we can get up on it. Just stay close behind me. This frontal's no good. It's doable, but it's not ideal. The one we want is behind the bush.
Humani is a fantastic place to hunt plains game just because of the numbers and opportunities of game that you can have a look at. Humani has the game density it does. It's through hard work and correct management of wildlife.
Don't worry, it's none of those. If he comes out and stops. Okay, don't worry.
Obviously, with it being Conrad's 5th trip, it's not his first rodeo. Sometimes you got to try and give someone a different experience.
What you're gonna do, you see these tracks here, you can see what's fresh, okay? It's got a shine to it, all those tracks. Just keep your head up, just get a direction where they're going.
And that was kind of intimidating. I told him, I can't track.
Just give it a run. Keep looking up.
He said, sure you can. He said, just follow him, but keep looking up. So I'm thinking, how do you look up and track at the same time? And after I did it a little while and the pressure went away and I kind of got in the zone, and I forgot about everything else. And I was looking forward and even losing tracks, and a couple of times backed up and rerouted when I realized I lost tracks. I'm no tracker, but it was an amazing feeling to see that I could do it, and he allowed me to try it. So that was a huge part of the hunt. I've never been allowed to do that before, or asked to do it, or even tried.
This segment was brought to you by Tacticam. This segment is brought to you by African Sporting Creations.
You see that bird up there? That's the go-away bird. Right. No, he'll be alarming them, so try and move. Just be aware of him.
You know, it's hot in Louisiana. It's not as hot here at the moment. And Conrad is sweating. And I know it's from like excitement and nerves, I can see.
To see her get all excited and point at every herd of impala and at a pretty bird that she wants to know. And it makes it very exciting as a PH because your client is so interested. So I guess it rekindles your own interest in everything. Come get on the stick.
Do you see him over there? He's standing broadside. So just put it right on your shoulder. Take your time. Well done.
Okay, don't say that yet.
You got him. You got him good. Beautiful. Nice and wide, nice and thick. Beautiful impala. What a shot. And we came around the corner here and got eyes on this beautiful old impala ram. And we decided to try and get Mac on it and put in a neat little stalk. And she's made an absolute perfect shot. Right through the shoulders and heart and lung. He went straight down. So that's quite an exciting start. Well done.
Thank
Your
you.
first impala.
I'm pretty excited.
Well done. Awesome job.
Thank you.
Great shooting.
Normally you're just following along with the gun. You've got a tracker who can track a mouse across concrete, and then you've got a professional hunter that's been doing it forever. And a lot of these PHs are just as good as their trackers, and their eyes are amazing. So to be pushed out in front to do what they do together, just as an experiment or an added dimension to the hunt, was really special.
Africa definitely will make you feel bad, but a good kind of bad, especially if you come from the States, because you see the stuff we complain about and how easy we have it, and we still complain about it.
Hello, this is Africa.
To come here and see what these people have and how happy they are and always smiling and excited and just genuinely happy. It makes you go home and think about everything you have and what they don't have and how happy they are. It gives you no reason to ever to complain about anything. You make do with what you have, and sometimes you get knocked down, but you get back up and keep on walking.
We're gonna play a game of soccer here. We're gonna play adults and 2 import juniors versus the little no-shirt skins over there. So hopefully they don't give us too much of the run around, but it should be good fun. Asa Miller, we've got Asa as our bodyguard in case any kids give us problems. And we've got the giraffe Garrett, danger player for sure. Who's the captain? Hey, watch out, this is gonna be red shorts, danger player. Good luck boys, I hope you lose. Right, draw our positions, let's play.
My favorite part about my time here in Humani was definitely playing soccer with the little kids. It was a very humbling experience. They running around barefoot and we had our shoes on and they were still kicking our butts.
What a player! Go back! Go back! Go!
They're definitely tough for little guys. I couldn't imagine running around in the hot sand and with no shoes on. They were definitely tough.
that game by the hair of our teeth, I suppose. Mac, I think, was the MVP. Asa got a good goal in there, knocked over a few kids. It was great. It was good fun. Now we're going to go find something else to hunt.
This segment was brought to you by Right On Optics. This segment is brought to you by Swift Bullet Company.
Okay, we're on a bull track here, and big guy's gonna follow it. It's a single bull, so good luck to him.
There's always the chance of bumping into some sleeping Duggar boys in the reeds or into some lions that have made a fresh kill. You never know, maybe into some elephant. It's incredible to bump into some of the dangerous game and know that they're around whilst hunting your plains game.
Like you woke me up from a nap.
When you get an animal in your crosshairs here that you've been hunting for so long and made several stalks and several tracks, and you finally get up to it, and you and the PH are deciding whether it's your trophy or not, it's an amazing feeling. I get pretty steady, but the adrenaline gets pumping, and when I look through the scope, I can just see it bounce, bounce, bounce with every heartbeat. I can see my heartbeat in the scope.
Right into the front of the shoulder, do not shoot, but that's where you want to be shooting, the front of the shoulder. Look at his ruff.
Yeah. He's got a big old ruff on his head. His horns look good and worn down.
Yeah.
That neck looks deformed. And the center of the chest.
If you want him, it's up to you.
Yes, I want him.
You want him?
I think so.
No, I don't think so. It's up to you if you want him or not.
Yes.
There's no brush in the way.
Yes. Center of the chest.
Center of the chest. Just to the left of the center. Left it into the shoulder. Front end of the shoulder. Reload.
Did you hear it?
Let's get another shot at it. Let's get another shot at it.
Stop. I see him. Stand.
Okay. I'm gonna get into his. Did you hit him in the neck? Into his neck. Slow down, into his neck. Squeeze the trigger. Concentrate, squeeze. Into the heart, just in front of those two.
I got emotional when I shot my eland. It's always been on the hunt list on the 4 previous trips. Just never came to be, and it's kind of a running joke that the eland has been my nemesis, and I've used it as an excuse to come back. And just talking about it now makes me emotional. I'm an emotional guy. I don't hide my feelings. I'm affectionate, and when I saw that huge eland go down, it overwhelmed me. I can't explain it.
Hey, well done, big guy. Well done, Master. Well done. Great effort. Well done on your eland. Fantastic.
Well done.
Well done. Beautiful.
I think I'll be back to Africa because on my first trip in 1998, I tried to give my rifle as part of a tip to my professional hunter, Mark Element, and he refused to take it because he told me I would definitely be back. I think he knew that the claws of Africa had been set in me.
Don't think you can get much better than that, hey? Hey, that's cool.
Big old scrubby hairdo and some old worn down horns. These are worn down to the white. And this neck, he can hardly even turn his head. It's huge, it's swollen. unbelievably huge. It almost seems like we were going through the motions and we just gave up, and all of a sudden Jake caught this monster out the corner of his eye all by himself. So a guy got me on the sticks and he's telling me, don't shoot, just line him up. So I'm looking at him and he's got his head turned to him and his neck is so huge, it's like deformed. And I look at his horns and they're worn down, so I know he's old, and it looked like he had big bases and he had the big scruff on his head. So he told me it was up to me. And I couldn't pass up. It was awesome.
I feel very rewarded that you managed to do it on your own. I thought it was awesome. Awesome.
Thank you.
Really good. Well done, big guy.
Super.
Well done. It's been a pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Okay, cool. This guy here, if you look at all the rubbing, it's also markings on trees and everything like that, hey? So this guy has just rubbed the hell out of all these mapani trees around here, and you can just see look how worn it is, and look at all the white. And the curl here, look on the spiral here on the curl there, it's actually all worn right through, you know. I mean, that's what it should look like this.
Right.
Okay, and he's worn this bit right off. I misread, in my professional opinion, I just misread him here. You know, I thought he was a little bit younger than what he actually is, and he's a lot older. So I was shown up by a Louisiana boy.
Nah, I don't know about that. He'll live on forever as a trophy.
Yeah.
He'll never be forgotten. All these others will die or get eaten by lions.
Yeah, that's right.
No one will know.
Yeah.
This segment was brought to you by 5/8 Shooting Sports. This segment is brought to you by Hill Country Rifles.
So we've come to this beautiful pan here at Dawanga. It's called Dawanga Pan, and we're having a lovely siesta here under this big tree. Very relaxing spot, and the game ranger is cooking us a delicious traditional meal of sadza, which would be the African version of American grits. And we're going to be having that with eland brisket, which has got a lot of fat and a lot of good meat on there. So should be a lovely, relaxing afternoon here at the pan.
You can tell he's had a lot of hunting experience back home, weapons handling. You can just tell by his movement, the way he shoulders a weapon, the way he loads it and gets ready for the second shot. You can tell by little actions like that he's not an amateur hunter. He's obviously done a lot at home, and it also makes my job a lot easier, and you have more confidence. You know, if there's just a quick gap to get him a shot, he's probably going to take it and strike home.
Try. That looked very good. How did you feel?
Sometimes you just gotta make do with what you got.
Yeah, he reacted well. When he ran off, his shoulder was hanging. I think it's a good shot.
That's a sight to see, just to watch those guys work. But sometimes you track and lose tracks amongst a little bit older tracks, and then next thing you know, he's in front.
Well done. The death bellow like a buffalo. Old bull. Lovely bull.
And we did it in real hunter's fashion, off the shoulder, you know. So well done, Ace. It's not an easy shot to make when you're breathing hard and the wildebeest moving a little bit. You guys had to move. The sticks broke at the last second. That's why you should get your sticks from African Sporting Creations.
I shall acquire a pair.
Yeah, I'll get you some. Yeah, so that was awesome. Talk us through this trophy a bit, Gareth.
Well, he's an ancient old bull. He's starting to lose quite a bit of hair on his forehead. You can see his bosses are gnarled and very thick, very heavy horns all the way up. You can see his tips are nice and rounded. They're not sticking straight up like a younger bull were. They've dropped down and come a bit flat.
He's a beautiful old bull.
Well done, buddy. Thank you.
Good job, Ace. Great shooting.
Thank you.
Everything about nature, it's how life is meant to be. Just everything about it. And also the serenity when you're not busy, you can go relax, and it's a lot more peaceful than being in town. Or in a library or in town, or wherever you would relax in town. I don't know where you go to relax in town. This is my special place.
Just the sunsets we got on the way home, or sitting down on the beach down there, hanging out and watching the sunset, was just breathtaking.
I would love to come back one day. Asa already knows that this is not my last trip. I don't think he knows what he got himself into after this one. But I will definitely be back. I love it.
Join Buchanan Hunts on This is Africa next week when Michelle and Chad hunt some amazing Maasailand species on the plains of Tanzania.